Hey guys, it's your favorite Donabot here, and today I want to wish y'all a Merry Christmas. I hope everyone is doing good, and I hope those who are residing in Buffalo and any other part that has a storm are doing safe and are doing well. And condolences to those who have lost loved ones during this storm. Now, today here, we're going to discuss the Transformers Reactivate poster. As you guys saw on the community post here, this is pretty much going to kick off the new lineup of videos, basically. So let's begin here. Now, these guys look amazing. And I got to tell y'all, I'm more happy about seeing Sunstreaker. Now, for those of you who don't know, I've been wanting Sunstreaker in another Transformers production for the longest. I thought he was going to be in Revenge of the Fallen. Like, oh, okay, he'll probably appear in another shot. It's nice to see that we see Sideswipe in there. But then I'm thinking like, we still ain't got no Sunstreaker here, huh? Oh, wait, where is he? Where's Sunstreaker? What you mean we're not getting no Sunstreaker in here? What? How we gonna have Sideswipe without Sunstreaker? That's just, oh my gosh, Michael Bay, why? Just why? But anyway, yeah. Sunstreaker I'm more happy for. And all these Autobots and Decepticons here, they look amazing. Their robot forms, they looked more teched out, especially the Autobots. The Autobots looked like they're more geared up and a lot more heavier built than the Decepticons, except for Soundwave, because Soundwave looked like he built for the smoke. Okay, their vehicle forms, their vehicle forms actually remind me of Stealth Force a little bit. You know, where you have like the armor and, you know, weapons of your robot mode, but you got the speed and agility of your vehicle mode. Basically the best of, you know, both worlds in a way. So in all honesty, yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. I really do. I like this. I like these photos. I like how everyone looks here. Now, we're going to go over each character, and we're going to go backwards. So we're going to start at Windblade. Windblade looks amazing. And I mean, you know what? I'm glad Windblade has gotten this far, because she wasn't really a popular character. Let's be real here. Windblade was not a popular character. Now, she is one of the first female aerial bots, and that is, you know, that speaks for itself here, as she's pretty much one of a kind. And then over the years, she just became a much more prevalent character, to the point where she's now a city speaker. For those of you who don't know, a city speaker is when you're basically able to commune with these titans. These titans are on the same way as Metroplex, Ioconus, and Fortress Maximus. Basically titans of that caliber. Possibly even Trypticon as well. So she's able to communicate with them in a way nobody else is. And I hope that, since this game is confirmed to have special moves, right? I think her Turbine Blast, where she's able to actually launch cyclones at people, is going to be her special move. Alright? Next up, we got... Oh, and also, it actually says offense for her... I guess for what her character attribute is. She's more of an offensive type, you know? Like, you got your offensive and defensive characters. Yeah, I think that's what's going to be prevalent here. Next up, we got Ironhide, everyone's favorite rough and tough Autobot veteran. One of Optimus Prime's oldest friends, believe it or not. You think Ratchet's one of his oldest friends. Ironhide is pretty up there. Like, even in the Bayverse, he's actually, yeah, he's actually one of Optimus Prime's closest friends. Probably even his best friend at that as well. So, yeah, Ironhide here, he looks like he should, you know? Ironhide has always been one of those tough, you know, down to brawl characters, if you guys get what I mean. He's always been ready for a fight. He loves them hands. Especially y'all remember when War for Cybertron came out, and then your first introduction to Ironhide is that he picks up a Decepticon much bigger than him, power slams him, and then lifts it up again and just rips him in half with his bare hands. That's the Ironhide I want to see in this game. There is no exception. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I want to see that Ironhide in this game. Next up, we got my boy Sunstreaker. I've been wanting him in a game for the longest time. I kid you not. I've been wanting to play with him not only as a toy, but in a video game as well. And if this game does release toy lines, I'm definitely getting that Sunstreaker, because there's no way I'm going to have Sideswipe and not have Sunstreaker, okay? There's just no if, and, or buts about it. There's no way I can really just have Sideswipe without Sunstreaker here. And honestly, he looks much more teched out, much more geared up than his G1 counterpart, okay? That's how he looks. He looks more geared up and a lot more ready. You know, he looks a lot more ready and a lot more built, and I hope Sideswipe looks the same way. And I wonder if his special move is going to be a combo with Sideswipe. Imagine him and Sideswipe being able to do their twin destruction move like they did in G1 that actually took down Devastator. Yeah, believe it or not, Sunstreaker and Sideswipe were actually one of the most overpowered Autobots in the G1 franchise before the Dinobots even came in. So, yeah, that says a lot. Next up, we got the man, the menace, the Minicon hustler, the true second in command to Megatron, the Decepticon that actually gets the job done. My boy, Soundwave. Now, Soundwave, oof. Oh, you know his special move about to be a Sonic Blast. Like, I hope they do the Cyberverse thing where, you know, you're able to use, like, Sonic Blast, and then you're able to use, like, this one big city-busting Sonic Blast as kind of like your ultimate move or whatever. I hope they do that, because there's no way. Another thing I want to see is that Soundwave actually has, either has his Minicon components, or he at least has a few. I think the few ones he should have here are Laserbeak, Ravage, Rumble, and Frenzy. He should at least have those four. I mean, come on now. If we're going to change it, I would actually like to have Laserbeak, Ravage, Radbat. Oh, yeah, Radbat. I think Radbat should be in here. And I definitely would give Rumble as well. So that we have that, you know, classic catchphrase, get ready to crumble before Rumble. We got to have that. Now, I actually just love the design of his vehicle form. His vehicle form definitely looks like, you know, he's going to bust through some stuff. His vehicle form looks like he's more, you know, ready. He looks more, I think they all look, everyone, and I'm talking about everyone this time, they all look more war ready, like they should. Like, imagine having your Cybertronian vehicle form or your basic robot form, but your vehicle form is just looking just a little bit off. You know, they look like they're ready for camouflage. You know, like it, they look like they're ready for camouflage in basic vehicle form. But in this one, I like it because they're ready for anything. They're ready for war, and they're not basically, they're not hiding in this one. They're ready for, you know, the smoke. All right. Next up, we got Hot Rod. Now, Hot Rod, fan favorite or fan bane or whatever everyone pretty much wants to say about Hot Rod, because Hot Rod is just, you know, okay, I understand why some people hate Hot Rod, but let's be real. Hot Rod is a staple character of the franchise, and I'd like to see him operate definitely a lot more when it comes to like this kind of game here. I want to see Hot Rod kind of take like I wouldn't say like a leadership role here, but kind of a backburner role. Like, he's not at the forefront of everything, you know. Hot Rod deserves to be in the game, yes, but he shouldn't be at the forefront of anything. But I do feel like Hot Rod and Soundwave being back together again, and I hope they have that little what's it called? That Cyberverse chemistry again. I like that because Hot Rod and Soundwave both got along. And the best part about this is that they're both defensive. So they probably could combo with each other, and it'd be very effective. Have like a Sonic Flame type of combo. Next up, we got Slipstream. Ooh, I feel bad for her because y'all boys about to be acting up. Don't act like y'all not about to act up and go to that Rule 32. Yeah, Rule 32. Yeah, we just gonna leave it at that. Slipstream. Yeah, she actually looks like she should. Her and, well, I guess we'll just go over to him as well. Starscream. Now, Starscream in this game is supposed to have a much more leadership type of role. As we see in the intro, I risked my life to keep, you know, he says I risked my life to keep this little band of operatives together. meaning that Starscream is actually taking a much more leadership role here and might be leading the Autobots and Decepticons, while Megatron and Optimus are actually missing at this time. So I think it only makes sense to have both Megatron and Optimus Prime disappear for a little bit, only for Soundwave and and maybe even Jazz a little bit to actually take the forefront and actually lead this group of Autobots and Decepticons together. Because I think it should just be like that, You have Starscream, and maybe you have, another Autobot, maybe Ultra Magnus, hopefully in the game. So yeah, I think that Starscream is actually going to get much more credit than he should. In all honesty, I don't see why he shouldn't. Starscream is a prominent character, So I do believe that he should get a lot more. He deserves a lot more. I think he just deserves a lot more in this franchise, and I hope he actually gets his Armada treatment to where he's a much more noble warrior. And if they do go that route, I would not mind if Starscream sacrifices himself for the cause, for both Autobots and Decepticons, and then that kind of just brings them together more, because who doesn't like the Autobots and Decepticons finally finding a point to where they could live in peace with each other. They could resolve their issues without violence. Sure, they probably won't be on the same side as each other when it comes to certain things like, executing war plans, maybe even building on other planets that are inhabited or uninhabited, but they're able to find a middle ground with each other, being able to work together. And I think Starscream's going to serve that role of being the level-headed one. Even in the Transformers kingdom, Starscream eventually saw that there was a much bigger threat and kept trying to tell Megatron, look, dude, you need to get yourself together, or otherwise, everybody in trouble. Okay? Including you. So in all honesty, I love these pictures. Characters I want to see: Elita 1, RC, Chromia, Grimlock, Optimus Primal, and some combiners like Devastator and Defensor. But hey, that's going to be all for today, you guys.